Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
The time, a lot of going on. We're gonna take a moment of Zen to get into Shabbat. All right. The time is nearing once again of our accounting of our own esteem, of gathering our pride in our accomplishments and in ourselves, a time of standing up and declaring who we are and proclaiming liberation for all to hear. It should be so simple to take pride in who we are and how God made us to be, but oh, those walls, traps, and barriers that are put in our way and all the distractions meant to lead us astray. It has taken so very long, and yet not long at all, to rise and proclaim freedom for ourselves and many others as well, to make our land free for all who are different, to make it safe for our stories to tell. So now is the time to liberate the land and ourselves as well, as we declare our love for those like us, or across the lines of gender, or of both sexes. We do it with pride and love and faith, and in doing so, we liberate us all. Ukratem dror ba'aretz lechol yoshveha, proclaim liberty throughout the land to all who live there. Leviticus 25:10.
So welcome everybody, Shabbat Shalom. We're going to most of the evening use our Mishkan to fill up prayer books, but Hinei Matov, how good and pleasant it is that we dwell together, can be found behind us on the screen. Please join in heartily with everything as we sing and pray together. It's lovely to hear joyful noises. It's so nice. Thank you, the Flanagan kids, for giving us gifts to open the service for a Shoshana from the garden. Yeah, that's what I understand. Amazing. Hinei Matov.
Hinei Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 How good it is!
How good it is!
How sweet it is!
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is!
How good it is!
How sweet it is!
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hinei matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is!
How good it is!
How sweet it is!
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is!
How good it is!
How sweet it is!
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hinei matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Check in with the people in front and behind you. Just Make sure you know their name and something significant that might have happened to them this week. Take the time now. Please do that. My friends, I'm going to welcome up Sherry Wallace from our Board of Trustees. Please know that as part of our Shabbat service for Pride Shabbat, we have a lot of the melodies tonight are composed by queer composers. That's a feature of our service. Sherry, would you be so kind as to tell us what is happening in our world?
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you to Rabbi Malcolm and Cantor Jen for leading services this evening, Mitch Flatow and Mike New for lighting our Shabbat candles tonight. Appreciation to Chris Tackett on the piano, tech team, facilities team, all the talented staff who make our services possible. Thanks to everyone who came, both as a member of the Pride community and also for your allyship, being part of a strong community where everyone is welcome. And joy altogether. Join us tomorrow for Torah study at 8:30 a.m. in the boardroom and Shabbat morning services at 10 a.m. where Rabbi promises to talk about the World Cup and the
Tour of the World Cup. I'm
Yep.
giving myself 1 week to do this kind of stuff. Bear with me.
So you want to come for that. Join us for the Faith 250, a multi-faith journey culminating ritual, June 30th, 6 p.m. at the Jewish Philanthropies of Southern Arizona. Faith 250 is taking place simultaneously in 15 communities across the country, so you don't want to miss this event locally to you. Administrative office is closed Friday, July 3rd for the holiday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy the fireworks. And next week, I guess, but enjoy them. And on behalf of the Kol Ami clergy, I'm excited about the fireworks. I'm
Fireworks are
legit.
good. Nothing wrong with
I am
fireworks.
legit. I'm ready for it. On behalf of the Kol Ami clergy staff, Board of Trustees, Shabbat Shalom, and one more.
Shalom. I also wanted to announce I'm going to be teaching a series of classes starting on July 18th, 3 weeks in a row after Shabbat services on High Holy Day cantillation, if anyone is interested.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a beautiful opportunity. Mitch and Mike, come forward to light the Shabbat candles. Some of the readings we actually have tonight are from the congregation Beit Simchat Torah, one of the congregations that particularly caters to LGBTQ Jews in New York. So it's nice to have some of their material.
We gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender Jews, our families and friends, and our allies have come together to strengthen our bonds with our people Israel. Like Jews of generations past, we celebrate the grandeur of creation. Like Jews of every age, we echo our people's ancient call for justice. We are Jews, but each of us is unique. We stand apart and alone with differing feelings and insights. And yet we are not entirely alone and separate, for we are the children of one people and one heritage. We are one in search of life's meaning. All of us have known despair and exultation. All have borne burdens. All have had moments of weakness and times of strength. All sing songs of sorrow and love. Our synagogue is a stronghold of hope and inspiration, teaching us the holiness of life and inspiring us in a love for all humanity. In this synagogue, in the presence of the sacred, may our hearts be purified to worship together in sincerity and truth. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We'll continue with Kabbalat Shabbat, the words Shir Chadash, sing a new song. On the slide to my right.
Fair question. We love heckling. It's all good.
Shirul Adonai kol haaretz. Shirul Adonai shir chadash. Shirul Adonai kol haaretz. Shirul Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God of the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shirul Adonai kol haaretz. Shirul Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
To welcome the Shabbos bride, we turn to page 20 for Lechadodi.
Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. 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 Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Hishmiyanu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad v'shemo echad v'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu elecha ki hi mekor haberacha mirosh mikerem nesucha sof maaseh v'machshava tefila.
Kitorari, Kitorari, Kivaore, Umi Uri, Uri Uri, Shidaveri, Vod Adonai, Alayit Nikla, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Boi v'shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam besimcha uvetzola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi chala, Boi chala, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Likrat Kala, Bnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Please be seated and I'll ask Liz Schallenberger to join us up here on the bima. We've asked various members of our congregation to share a few words of reflection on this particular special Shabbat. Yeah, all the way up here. You're in the big leagues now, Liz Schallenberger. To be fair, you always were.
Something in here. I figured it out.
Okay.
It's the Adrian Rich poem that I just saw. I took the wrong one. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Liz. I told the rabbi I would do this in the cantor, and then I was like, why are you doing this? Because I realized I don't feel a tremendous, I've been out since I was 17, but I don't feel tremendous pride for being gay. I just am. I feel tremendous pride for being Jewish. But mostly being gay has been a pain in the ass for me. It hasn't been, oh, party. And one of the great parts now, which I love, is I'm just an old lady. Like, I'm nothing now, and that's a beautiful thing. So I will say that I do like seeing the youngsters, who I do think have better lives probably than I did when I came out, and that's nice. So, yeah. Anyway, if you want to know why it was a pain in the ass, please feel free to chat with me later. So thank you very much.
Thanks,
Happy
Liz.
Pride.
Shabbat Shalom. And sitting down with Liz Schallenberger is worth your time. Yeah, really, really worth your time.
And I will say that there's a beautiful poem.
Oh, yeah, you were
It's
trying to
by
find it.
Adrian Rich.
If anyone can find the Adrian Rich poem.
It's about coming through the door,
Yeah.
which I always thought about in terms of coming out. But anyway, yeah, thank you.
No, thanks, Liz. Shabbat Shalom. We really appreciate it. We're going to take a moment on page 26 for the half Kaddish. So we're using our Mishkan Tefillah prayer books, page 26, as we move to the next part of our service.
יתקדש שמי רבה,
Amen.
בעלמא דברי חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם עולם מעלמיה,
יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירם בעלמא, ואמרו Amen.
Page 28, please rise for Baruchu.
Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, 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 lai, 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 yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, 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 yai, lai.
I just want to offer a reading in place of the usual twilight prayer from the version of Mishkan Tefillah, which focuses on pride. It's called Twilight People, a prayer for trans Jews. As the sun sinks and the colors of the day turn, we offer a blessing for the twilight, for twilight is neither day nor night, but in between. All of us are twilight people. We can never be fully labeled or defined. All of us have many identities and loves, many genders and none. All of us are in between roles and at the intersection of histories.
So we're going to share a reading once again from the CBST prayer book. It's a Rami Shapiro poem, and it begins, "We are loved by an unending love." So we're going to sing together these words, and it sounds like this. We are loved, loved, loved. Try that.
We are loved, loved, loved
by unending love,
by unending love,
an unending love,
an unending love.
We're going to sing it over and over. Here we go. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love,
We're loved by an unending love. We're embraced by arms that find us, even when we're hidden from ourselves. We're touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we're too proud for soothing. We're counseled by voices that guide us, even when we're too embittered to hear. We're loved by unending love.
We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love.
We're supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we're too weak for meeting. We are loved by unending love.
We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love.
Embraced, touched, soothed and counseled. Ours are the arms, fingers and the voices. Ours are the hands, the eyes, the smiles. We are loved by unending love. Blessed are you, beloved one, who loves your people Israel.
We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love.
Back on page 34 for Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed.
Continue with the words behind us on the screen.
And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children. And you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up. And and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be a symbol between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God. O God of truth and justice, the evasions and deceits we practice upon others and upon ourselves are many. We long only to speak and to hear the truth, yet time and again, from fear of loss or hope of gain, from dull habit or from cruel deliberation, we speak half-truths, we twist facts, we are silent when others lie, and we lie to ourselves. As lesbians, gays, bisexuals, transgender people, and Jews, we sometimes feel forced to pretend to be that which we are not, to present ourselves in ways that are not truthful, and sometimes with outright lies. But as we stand before you, our words and our thoughts speed to the one who knows them before we utter them. We do not have to tell untruths to you, as we are often forced to do in the world. We know we cannot lie in your presence. May our worship help us to practice truth in speech and in thought before you, to ourselves and before one another. And may we finally complete our liberation so that we no longer feel the need to practice evasions and deceits. Eternal God, purify our hearts to serve you in truth.
Amen. On page 40 for Mi Chamocha, we sing joyfully the song that the Israelites sang as they crossed the Sea of Reeds on dry land.
Ya la la ya la, you may be seated. Ya la la ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neda b'kodesh, nora tehilot oseh peleh, nora tehilot oseh peleh. Malichutecha ra'uvanecha, ukei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze'elianu ve'amru, ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. ונאמר, כפר אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Amen. Page 46, please rise for the tefillah.
Adonai Sefatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chastei Avot ve'imahot, U'mevii Geula livnei bneihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah rav le'oshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, U'matzir asurim, U'mekayem emunato lishenei afar, mi chamocha b'gevurot, u'mido melach, melech memit u'mechayeh, u'matzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated.
And Al Hanisim for pride. We thank you for the miraculous deliverance, for the heroism, and for the triumphs in battle of our ancestors in other days and in our time. In the wake of the civil rights movement, lesbians, gay men, bisexuals, and transgender people began to organize for the dignity and justice that all of us are due as human beings on this earth. Those who profane your name, claiming that they hate us in the name of God, rose up to criminalize us, pathologize us, brutalize us, and erase us. And you, in your great mercy, stood with us in the time of our troubles. You fought alongside us, vindicated us, gave us the courage to stand together, to open our eyes and the eyes of the world around us, to see that the freedom and the right to love belongs to all of your creations. You have given us the strength to witness and create wonders, to be who we are, and to love whom we love, not only in the safety of our homes, but outside in the light of the world, to live as Jews in the embrace of community, to sanctify our unions and celebrate ourselves before each other and before you. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. May we never know shame again. Continue with our own silent prayers. The words of Oseh Shalom can be found on page 62. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'imeru amen.
We'll take a moment to bring up Kate Alexander, our first Vice President of Kol Ami, to offer another reflection on this special Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Pride Month is here, as you may have heard. A month to be proud, I suppose. I guess it never feels like pride for me here in Tucson. I'm not from here. We're too stuck inside, maybe. It's not public. There's no festivals in parks, no parades down city streets. Pride's different in stores this year, too. There's less of it. It's less infused with corporations marketing a palatable selection of our hard-fought lives and loves back to us. Corporations, it turns out, weren't family. Their family is something that queer people say to each other. We say it when we've identified other queer people sometimes. It identifies similarity of experience, or at least a shared queerness, even when our lives are worlds apart. This meaning of family isn't about sharing blood necessarily in the genetic sense, but in sharing blood spilled in hate crimes, blood connecting us to children we've moved heaven and earth to bring forth, blood poisoned by disease. Love doesn't win. That's too linear, too tidy, too easy. Love fights. Love frays. Love solidifies. It's not a sport or a prize. Love is. The family is going through a lot these days, but the travails aren't hitting us all equally. Some are more at risk, some less so. Our family, like every other's, is stitched together, the sutures bridging differences. Families become real through our collective imagining that they are real. And everyone in the family dreams a little differently, at times unifying, at times profoundly at odds with each other. As someone who studies gender kind of for a living, I've been thinking a lot recently about the norms we create in our queer family, the ways queer people as a minority culture create our own majorities and minorities within our community, centralizing some experiences and cutting others out. But like family, any family, sometimes maintaining peace in the home or shalom bayit is complicated and tense. As a queer Jew, this can mean closeting one's Jewishness in queer spaces. Many queer people have religious trauma. The a-religious norm silences religious queer folk. Also, the norms encompass a certain stance on Israel and Palestine, and whatever you actually think, sometimes it's easier just not to bring it up. The question is always how much peace to maintain and when it's time to finally say something. You may have heard that Pride started many years ago as a riot. Riot is such a loaded term in this country. When we say riot, we usually mean an out of control, out of order, out of line minority exhibiting irrational, illegal behavior. You've heard of Stonewall? Yes? Oh, good, good. In 1969, police invaded the Stonewall Inn, a gay bar in Greenwich Village, to interrupt lawbreaking. Did you know there was a city ordinance in New York City at that time that made it illegal for a bar to serve alcohol to gay people? And another one that criminalized two men dancing together unless a woman was present. The police came in to enforce those laws, and others, and trans women and butch dykes and sissy queens pushed them out and into the streets, out of the closet into the streets. Is it riotous behavior to defend your family? Gay liberation overtook the prior era of homosexual assimilation, which was so polite in pencil skirts and suits and just wanted to convince straight people that we were just like them, out of the closet into the streets. In the last few years, the family has renamed what happened. It's no longer the Stonewall riots, it's the Stonewall uprising. An important change. For a few years now, we've been in an assimilationist mindset. We gain rights to become like our straight siblings, and that's fine, and we won some of them, but our belonging was contingent on who was in power, and now we're losing our belonging. Don't say gay in Florida. Don't use the, quote, wrong bathroom as determined by someone not living in your skin. That's not belonging. What are we really seeking? Gay liberation was about breaking out of stifling norms that we lived in, hoping they would allow us a measure of humanity. One of the most powerful slogans of AIDS activists was silence equals death. And it remains true. Forgetting what actually happened is the death of memory, of history, of family. Forgetting we've been here before means we waste time starting over, rebuilding things we thought we didn't need anymore. Assimilation to a mainstream not really designed for us meant profound change to certain kinds of queer culture. And Rabbi, I don't want to forget that we're doing the Torah of football this week. And remind folks of a World Cup a few years ago when Kelly O'Hara, American football legend, raced across the field after winning the World Cup, leaped up, and the media said, O'Hara greets a fan after winning World Cup. With a kiss on the lips, said the family. We've tried to be legible to the majority, but we remain unseen. What did we lose by trying to make sense? Gay and lesbians under attack. What do? Act up, fight back. The acronym has grown to recognize more than just gay and lesbians since that was heard in marches across the country. But acting up sounds a bit riotous, yeah? Sometimes it's by acting up that we get things done. Sometimes acting up is just living our lives without worrying if they're legible. It's 10 years since the second most deadly shooting in U.S. history at a gay bar in Orlando called Pulse. We didn't riot. We mourned in ways one would expect. It became for America just another mass casualty event. But we were there. We remain here. We're still queer. 10 years on, how extraordinary we need to fight over rainbow crosswalks. But is that what really matters? Pride Month isn't an arrival, an endpoint. It's an anniversary. It's 57 years since Stonewall. The next year, in 1970, there was a pride parade to commemorate. It was called the Christopher Street Gay Liberation Day. It reminded the family of their shared history and their power joined together. Am I proud? Like Liz, sure. Yeah, really? I'm ecstatic. What a spectacular, fractious, fierce family. I have so much and so little in common with my fellow queer folk, not all of whom would even claim that term for themselves. But we thrive as a community, as a family, through and despite our arguments. We struggle, we create beauty, we throw shade, we welcome in and shut out. We need to remind each other that liberation for some isn't liberation for all, and identify the ways we do harm by forgetting our elders, our less visible siblings, our more vulnerable relations. But we're family. We don't need to be the same to go together. Be bold, be proud, be queer. Shabbat Shalom.
That's amazing.
I'm going to take a moment for healing. We have recently added the names of Mark Lappett, Jess Wallenmeyer and Barbara Potasnik to our healing list. Is there anyone in the room who wants to add a name? Someone who could use a bit of extra help right now? Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yes, Judy. Absolutely. Sam. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Thank you. The online parts of our community, Regina Katz Montague and Rivka Bas Esther.
We also pray for all of the members of the LGBTQIA plus community who are suffering in any myriad ways and could use healing of the spirit, certainly healing of the body, but also the support of their loved ones and their circles. So in that spirit, we ask that everybody please rise for these words of Misha Beirach. Embrace your neighbors, hold hands, link arms, as together we say these words. Misha Beirach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. The
be seated. We'll call on Rick Sowers to offer a final reflection.
Okay. Okay. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I belong to a generation that remembers when two gay men in public was not an expression of identity. It was a decision. You looked around first, you sized up the crowd, you wondered whether the worst thing that would happen was a dirty look or a trip to the emergency room. I just wanted to blend in. I realized I did not pass for straight and many times have been perceived as gay. One time out of the blue, this resulted in a black eye. Looking back, I realized how fortunate I was. A black eye was not the worst outcome available. I spent years living and working in Washington, D.C. During the 1970s and 1980s, it sometimes felt as though every ambitious young lesbian and gay man in America eventually found their way there. They worked on Capitol Hill, in government agencies, for advocacy groups, political action committees, and organizations across the ideological spectrum. Some worked for liberal causes, others worked for conservative ones. Publicly, they advanced one agenda. Privately, they built lives, friendships, and relationships, much like everyone else. Politics mattered, but community mattered far more. For the first time in my life, I found myself surrounded by large circles of gay friends and acquaintances. There were dinner parties, weekend gatherings, birthdays, holidays, and endless social networks that seemed to connect everyone to everyone else. After years of watching what I said and where I went, I eventually grew comfortable enough in my own skin that I stopped apologizing for who I was. Looking back now, what strikes me most is how most of these faces are gone. Because while all this was happening, AIDS was moving through our community with devastating speed. For my generation, everything before AIDS and everything after AIDS became two different eras. Young people today can't fully appreciate the terror of those years. Entire circles of friends disappeared. You would hear someone sick, then hospitalized, then gone. There were birthdays with empty chairs, holiday cards that stopped arriving, phone numbers that no longer connected you to anyone. The losses came so quickly that grief never really finished one job before another arrived. There were funerals with such frequency that they began to feel less like isolated tragedies and more like a standing appointment on the calendar. Everyone was terrified. Some people were terrified of the disease. Others were frightened of the people who had it. Yet amidst all that fear were extraordinary individuals who refused to surrender. Nurses, doctors, caregivers, advocates who kept showing up every day when most of society preferred to look away. They offered hope when hope was in desperately short supply. The story of gay rights is often told through marches, court cases, and political victories, but it should also be told through hospital corridors, through medical researchers, through caregivers, and countless people who spent years fighting for lives they would never personally know. Which brings me back to pride. The older I get, the more I realize I care less about how pride is expressed than why it exists at all. People should live however they choose. What I sometimes find missing, however, is a sense of historical memory. Every freedom enjoyed today was purchased by someone, by people who lost jobs, by people who were beaten, by people rejected by their families, by people who marched when marching was extremely dangerous, by doctors and researchers who refused to give up, and by countless young men who never had the chance to grow old. Perhaps every generation does this. We inherit roads and forget who paved them. We inherit freedoms and forget who fought for them. We inherit victories and eventually convince ourselves they were inevitable. They weren't. When I see young lesbians and gays in public without fear, I smile. That was always the goal, not the parades, not the politics, not even the victory. The dream was ordinary life. The dream was that two people could walk down the street together without calculating the risk of seriously bodily harm and death. The dream was that you would not be arrested for something you did not do. The dream was that a young person could tell the truth about who they are and still expect the future. The dream was that one day being gay would become wonderfully, gloriously unremarkable. And in many ways, that dream came true. What I hope we don't forget is the cost, because somewhere behind every rainbow flag is someone who never got to wave it, someone whose chair is empty, someone whose story ended before the world finally began to listen. Perhaps that's why Pride has always felt a little different to me. When I watch the parade, I don't just see the people who are there. I find myself thinking about my many dear friends who died of AIDS, including 2 former partners. May their memories be for a blessing. Shabbat Shalom.
So for our Shehechianu moment today, we want to offer a blessing to all of us, and especially to those who consider ourselves to be part of the LGBTQIA+ community. This version of the priestly blessing comes from a colleague of mine, Cantor Zevi Tovlev, and the Hebrew is from the Non-Binary Hebrew Project, an organization that takes Hebrew and makes it gender neutral. That might sound a little bit different to what you might be used to the Hebrew that we use from the Torah for the Yivarechecha, but it is a beautiful way to include everyone, that no matter who we are and who we love, we are all deserving of blessing. So I'm going to teach this to you. We're going to start with this Shalom section. So it goes like this. Shalom, shalom. Try that. Shalom, shalom. Yevarech, veyasem leche shalom. Try that. Veyasem leche shalom. Shalom, shalom. One more time. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Try that. Here we go. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Great. And then we go. Shalom, shalom. Veyasem leche shalom. Try that. Shalom, shalom. Veyasem leche shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Here we go. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let's try this whole section. Shalom, shalom. Veyasem leche shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Veyasem leche shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Goes like this. Repeat after me. Yevarecheche,
Yevarecheche,
Adonai,
Adonai,
Ve'yishmereche. Let's try that. Ve'yishmereche. Ve'yishmereche. Ya'er Adonai,
Ya'er Adonai,
panav elechem,
panav elechem,
vichuneka. Ready? Here we go.
vichuneka.
Yisa Adonai,
Yisa Adonai,
panav elechem,
panav elechem,
v'yasem lechem shalom. Try that. V'yasem. Here we go. V'yasem lechem shalom. Now the shalom section we did together. Shalom, shalom. V'yasem lechem shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. V'yasem lechem shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yevarechechem
Yevarechechem,
Adonai
Adonai,
ve'yishmerechem. Ya'er Adonai
Ya'er Adonai,
panav elechem,
panav elechem,
vichuneka. Yisa Adonai
Adonai,
panav elechem,
panav elechem,
v'yasem lechem shalom. Shalom, shalom, v'yasem lechem shalom. Shalom, shalom, 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 shalom.
The foot of 282, please rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל עמונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. יגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
like to check in with those. Please be seated before Kaddish. But if you are saying Kaddish for a loved one, please feel free to join me at the front of the room to set a stone on the table. Think of your loved one just before we recite the beautiful mourner's prayer. Think of those who died or were laid to rest in the past week. Joel Benjamin Brown, brother of Howard Brown. James Ellar, son of Janet Kenigsberg. Irving Rain, father of Jeff. Marilyn Lazarus, mother of Kerry Sylvan. Paul Elliott, brother of Harriet Cromman. We think of those who died in the past month. Howard Weedman, Linda Porter, Elizabeth Rubin, Judith Costan, Amin Abdallah, Mansour Kaziha, Nader Awad. Those whose yard sites anniversaries of death fall this week: Lillian Andrew, Bradley Arnold, Margie Ash, Margaret Auspitz, Paul Banks, Bonnie Lynn Barreras, Helen Baskin, Tirza Benjamin, Abel Behrens, Warren Blumenfeld, Fega Bosnos, Norman Brown, Mark Capin, Anna Cole, Richard Fife, May Weiss Fox, Mayor Framer, Josephine Gerson, Hortense Goldsmith, Joseph Goldstein, Harry Goodman, Pearl Held, Bennett Kaliski, Sylvia Caskell, Eric Cassell, Sarah Keller, William Kona, Samuel Krieger, Toby Kuteroff, Bert Landau Sr., Nathan Leibovitz, Philip Levin, Hyman Lippman, Jerry Steve Marcus, Marie Mast, Arlene Naif, Judy Porter, Tom Reynolds, Maya Aaron Rodkoff, Ariel Rubin, Walter Rubin, Raymond Russell, Dottie Sire, Thelma Spar, Pamela Schapper, Mary Schlotzman, Susan Schoffman, Beatrice Schwartz, Nathan Sharpman, Sarah Schufro, Lillian Silverman, Marcia Silverstein, Lauren Simon, Audrey Simon, Jack Spector, Sam Stein, Carol Steiner, Kenneth Stryer, Elizabeth Janowitz Schwartz, Bess Tobin, Leah Vogel, June Wallace, Jack Weinstein, Joseph Weisenbaum, Henrietta Whitehill, and Julie Wiener. Is there anyone in the room who wants to add a name for Kaddish that hasn't been mentioned? Marsha? Thank you. Thank you so much. From the online part of our community, Princess Serena Montague. We also think of our gay brothers who died of AIDS and any LGBTQIA plus people who have died fighting for their place in society, for just existing. On page 294, please rise as we support the mourners and we say, Yitgadav Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Ba'alma Divrach Hirutei V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechon V'yomechon V'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agalau V'zman Kariv V'imru.
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם עולם מאה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל. שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תשבחתה ונחמתה. דמירן בעלמה ואמרו
אמן.
יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיה. וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו
אמן.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו
אמן. ואמרו, 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 אמן. ואמרו, 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 amen.
on page 5 for our Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, b'ahava u'vratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'maseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila le'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-shabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Let's gather together as a community and make sure we're all connected. We're going to focus on this delicious challah. Get your hands on it, or lightly place your hands on someone who's got their hands on the challah, or someone who's got their hands on someone who's got their hands on the challah. As we recite together,
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'teavon. So our closing song has become very much a gay anthem. It's one of hope that on the other side of the rainbow, that greater things are in store for all of us. Let's join in together. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday you'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
And happy Pride.